Hello, it was on this day in 1877 that Thomas Edison first recorded and played back their recording of a human voice. He wasn't the first to record it, that was some 17 years earlier by a Frenchman, but the Frenchman didn't have the resources to play back what the sounds that he'd recorded, whereas Edison had greater resources and could take the experiment that bit further. It made me want to celebrate the human voice today because it is an extraordinary instrument. It has to be protected and cared for. Lulu, the singer, always has what she calls speech fasting on a day when she has a performance, because she needs to protect her voice so she doesn't speak or even whisper for the whole of the day until the performance. And our voices do need protecting, they need caring for, but they need also to be celebrating. And I wanted just to think with you today for a moment about how we use our voices. Some people are quite quiet. Indeed, some people live in silence, some monks, and others enjoy the silence of not using their voice. And apparently, this is good for the blood pressure. It lowers the stress levels. And in conversation with others too, some people don't say as much as other people do. And some research was conducted recently to ask people to engage in conversations to a 30%, 40%, 50%, 60%, 70% level, and then they talked. They interviewed those who'd been involved in the conversations, and it was actually interesting that the people who had spoken 70% were seen to be the most likable people. So people who engaged in the conversation fully, to more than half of the time, were appreciated. But if people went over the 70%, they were not appreciated. Then they were seen as hogging the conversation. Other people tend to think that actually the thing is not to talk a lot, but to listen a lot, and sometimes to be quiet and not to speak enables you to just ask a question and then listen to the answer. I think how we engage in conversations, how we use our voices, how much we speak, is very much a personal thing. But what I wanted just to do today was to celebrate the fact that we have that choice, that either we can use our own voice and entertain others and enjoy telling people about ourselves, or we can enjoy listening to other people's voices and listening to what they've got to say. Either way, it's a great instrument that we've been given to use, and something that today I just want to remark on and to celebrate.